Hello, good evening, everybody. This is your host, Clip, the host of the Khalil Sports Bar, coming to you live right here, at least we're Virginia Lounge County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, about the fact that Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury trilogy fight is ensuing whether in July or August. I'll tell you about that for sure. The Wiz are going to the playoffs, and they will be taking on the Sixers. By the way, this week in the playoffs, first round. By the way, I'll tell you guys about the fact that Albert Pujols with the World Series champs of Dodgers. By the way, that's his 668th home run of his career. I'll tell you about the fact that Matt and Ryan Bewley twins. By the way, they're going to the overtime elite league. Get you guys to that for sure. John Tavares released from the hospital after he Canadians in a playoff game. Felipe Vazquez, the round piece of trash, was guilty of sexual assault, child abuse, and child pornography. Get you guys to that for sure. WWE is going to resume its live events on July 16th. I'll tell you this about the fact that Ezekiel Elliot's in a lot more peril. I'll tell you what that is exactly. I'll tell you this about the fact that let's see. Also, just the fact that let's see. Symone Biles landed a Yurchenko double pike, by the way, twice, and I'll tell you about that for sure. So that's all there is I'm gonna have for today, ladies and gentlemen, on that note. All right, so first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna start things off with the fact that the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder trilogy fight is happening in July or August, by the way. This is all stemmed after an arbitrator ruled that Deontay Wilder evokes his trilogy fight with Tyson Fury, by the way. Now, what's supposed to be Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua for the unification title bout, winner take all, was supposed to be on August 14th in Saudi Arabia. That fight's in dire jeopardy. So Anthony Joshua could take on Alexander Usyk instead. Now Usyk's undefeated, by the way, and obviously hasn't lost since though. But so Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk does happen in the nearby future, whether later on this year, whether the summer or later on this year. Well, so there's a lot right there that could happen. But I wonder if, in fact, that the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight is actually going to. So it's supposed to happen in August 14th in Saudi Arabia for the winner take all bout, unified title bout, by the way. But clearly, yeah, we still got the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury trilogy fight. My question is exactly what fight exactly would you guys prefer to see? Would you guys prefer to see Anthony Joshua take on Tyson Fury, unification title bout, or would you guys rather see the trilogy fight between Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder? So let me know in the comment section what your actual thoughts about that are. And that is all I'm gonna have for today, ladies and gentlemen, on that note. So I really can't figure this out exactly, but obviously that's just how it is. So it could be happening July 14th, I guess, no August. So and Vegas could be a potential site, by the way, too, or some other site. So and who would you have now? Tyson Fury took out Deontay Wilder in the second bout, by the way, as well. Then you got the first bout was a draw. The second time Tyson Fury took out Deontay Wilder. Now the trilogy fight is ensuing in July or in August. Because honestly, the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight, that fight's in dire jeopardy. It was supposed to be happening in August in Saudi Arabia. That's not going to be ensuing. Hopefully that happens. I honestly hope that happens. So pretty much after Tyson Fury's done with Deontay Wilder, by the way, once he beats him again, he'll go after Anthony Joshua. So that is all there is. I got to see on that, everybody. So that's just how it's going to play out right there. And Anthony Joshua's going to be a potential opponent as well, and it could be Usyk. So that's all I got in there. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments about that. I will definitely address the sponsors, everybody, and that's all there is. You got to know in there, everybody. Another thing I want to get into, by the way, the Wiz are going to the next round after they took out after they will face the Sixers in the playoff round after they took out the Pacers 142 to 111, where Bradley Beal scored 25 points, had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Russell Westbrook had scored. All right, so Usyk, but so you said Usyk. Oh, so you say that You mean Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder? All right. All right, so you say the Wizards are going to be the Sixers. Well, I'll tell you this right now. The Wizards are going to be a tall task. They got to take on Joel Embiid and the Sixers. So, to be honest, I was surprised about this. I'll tell you that. I will be very surprised. Now, Russell Westbrook, he had 18 points and rebounds, 15 assists, 1 steal. Rui Hachimura has scored 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Malcolm Brogdon, on the other hand, has scored 24 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Domantas Sabonis has scored 19 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists with 2 steals. And Dougie McBuckets scored 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. So, yes, the Wizards, they have their hands full with the Sixers. So, honestly, this will be surprising. This will be surprising to a lot of people. Now, we all saw the Nets become former World Series champs. We all saw the Mystics. They became the former WNBA champs. We also saw the Caps walk out as former Stanley Cup champs. My question is this. Are the Wiz going to be in their footsteps? Get a title there? And could Russell Westbrook be that guy that could take out, the Sixers in the first round, probably the Bucks or Heat or Knicks and Hawks, or the winner of those games? Could the Knicks, even the Nets, and could Russell Westbrook and the Wiz get to the finals? Russell Westbrook, he's the king of triple doubles. I can tell you that right now. But honestly, for him, I'll tell you this: if Russell Westbrook somehow, some way, gets to the NBA Finals, gets to the Lakers, Wiz maybe walking out as the new NBA champs. That would surprise a lot of people. I'll tell you that Russell Westbrook has never been NBA champ without his career. I can tell you that right now. Now he's the former MVP, and he's also the king of triple doubles, and surpassing Big O Oscar Robertson. But quite frankly, to be honest, I'm not sure Russell Westbrook has it in him, because obviously the pressure's got to be on him now. It's got to be in the Wiz. I mean, sure, they got Bradley Beal. Sure, they have Russell Westbrook, Rui Hachimura, though. But the fact of the matter is that they got to take on the Sixers. The Sixers are the top team, the top seed in the Eastern Conference right now. And it's going to be a tall task for the Wiz to take them out. So, sure, you could have the Wiz, probably go to game 4, probably win all 4 games. So that's not going to happen. It could go. I can see that series going to game 7. So it's obvious to me that the Wiz may take out the Sixers, and if Joel Embiid can make good on his behalf, then that's that for him. So it's very surprising to me, though. I think so you say that Russell Westbrook's decision making in the fourth quarter is a problem. So honestly, Russell Westbrook, he's got probably just passing the ball around, and he's the king of triple doubles. Everyone knows that for sure. But I can tell you this: the pressure is going to be on him. Not just the team, that's going to be on him, though. Even on Bradley Beal as well. Honestly, I really don't see Russell Westbrook walking out with the first NBA title in his hands. Last time I ever checked, he, Durantula, and James Harden were the Thunder ones. They were in the NBA Finals once. That was against the Heat with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and D Wade. By the way, the Heat would take out the Thunder in that game. But if Russell Westbrook makes it to the NBA Finals for the second time in his career and rewrites that wrong, well, it's got work cut out for him, though. I mean, sure, it's going to be a tall task taking up, the process Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and you also got Tobias Harris on that side. But it's going to be a tall task for them. The Sixers right now, they're looking pretty good. I'll tell you that. But they're going to be tough to beat as well. But I think that Sixers may get eliminated, sure. Probably in the game 7, by the way, probably against the Wiz. But it's going to be a tall test. And that series can be tied up, and it could be taken to game 7. But honestly, we'll be surprised to see Russell Westbrook can finally get some momentum. I can tell you that. We all saw Russell Westbrook in the Wiz to the Pacers. We're going to do that kind of damage to the Sixers. Let me know in the comments about that. I will definitely address sponsors, everybody. That is all there is you got to know on that. But do I see Russell Westbrook head to the finals? Not a chance. You may think, that Russell Westbrook, the triple-double king himself, has what it takes. I mean, sure, he's a former MVP as well, to get to the title game. But can he really do so on his own with Bradley Beal? Could both of them be NBA, the new NBA champs? So let me know how you feel about this. I will definitely just sponsor that, everybody. That's all there is news you got to know in that, everybody. So that's all there is to it. Other news I want to get into, by the way, WWE will be resuming their live events on July 16th, everybody. SmackDown, it's going to be at the Toyota Center. It's going to be hosting a 25-city tour through Labor Day. So there's going to be some COVID-19 vaccines in place, by the way, as well. And if you guys are vaccinated, you guys get seats as well. But they give some vaccinated fans getting their seats. And honestly, it's a bit surprising, sure, as well. So honestly, that could change a lot. And honestly, I could say that, fans, they miss out a lot. It's what they do. And if you guys want to get vaccinated, go right ahead. So that's all there is to it. Just fight. Just keep on fighting. That's all you got to do, everybody. Just keep on fighting. That's all you got to do just for that, everybody. So that's all the news you got to know on that. And other than I want to get into, by the way, ladies and gents, then Albert Pujols, he hit his first home run with the defending World Series champs, the Dodgers. That's his 668th home run of his illustrious career. I'll tell you that. So congrats to Albert Pujols on that big move he made. And others I want to get into, by the way, Matt and Ryan Bewley. They are two twin high school juniors. They're going to be going to the overtime Elite League. So big congrats to them on that. And that's all I got to say on that, everybody. So that's pretty much the best news yet there. I can tell you that for sure, everybody. So yes, they are going to the overtime Elite League. That is all I got to say on that, everybody. So it's a big surprise right there. And that is all there's you got to know on that. So that's the best news yet there, and that's all you got to know. Other than against, by the way, Ezekiel Elliott's in a lot more trouble, by the way. He's in peril yet again because his dogs, including a Rottweiler and two other dogs, they ran loose, and by escaping his home, and Ezekiel Elliott's dogs would attack bystanders and neighbors. So basically, what happened here was that cops secured the dog, the Rottweiler, by the way, and placed the Rottweiler in into 10-day quarantine. Now Zeke Elliott was here with with 3 citations, including a dog at large. 2 people were sent to the hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. So basically, there could be a lawsuit pending for Zeke Elliott, by the way, because even though Zeke Elliott, he's pretty good though, but he's been in trouble before though. And honestly, for him, if he was accused of domestic abuse, by the way, now he's accused of letting his dogs on the loose at his home. But clearly, Zeke Elliott may have some charges ahead of him, and he could be facing an arrest warrant. And he was charged, by the way, but it could be having a lawsuit ahead of him. I can tell you that though. So if that does happen, so that's all there is. I got on that. There could be some repercussions waiting for Zeke Elliott, and even though he's not the only person, Dak Prescott sort of did this as well. His dogs were, attacking, people, by the way, and honestly, that's a bad move. That's something, you don't want to let your dogs out and escaping at all, and let loose like that. They could be injured, they could be hurt like that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So no one knows how Zeke Elliott's dogs got loot. I'm really not sure. There could be some evidence of this, although they could point out how the dogs got loose. And honestly, that's all I got to say on that. So that's all there is to it, everybody, on that. And it's a bit surprising on that note. So what are your thoughts on that, everybody? Your thoughts? You think Zeke Elliott's going to be kicked out of the Cowboys? You know Zeke Elliott's a round piece of trash, which he is. Let me know in the comments what your reaction, thoughts about that. I will definitely address sponsors, everybody. And that's all the news you got to know on that. So, that's the best news yet there. And, pretty much going to say it all for him. So I think it's safe to say that Zeke Elliott's going to have some repercussions ahead of him, and he could be facing a lawsuit ahead of those. So he has not been charged yet on this, and that's all there is you got to know on that. So big surprise there. And he could be done for it, too, and he could be releasing the Cowboys. Say the Cowboys ain't comments on this, I'll tell you that. Also, another news. Piece of trash baseball player Felipe Vazquez was guilty of sexual assault, abusing kiddos, and child pornography charges, by the way. Now, this was on 5 counts. This is on 5 counts, including corrupting minors. Now, Vazquez wasn't guilty on 10 counts of unlawful content of communication or contact or communicating with a minor. Now the girl was 13 at the time. Vazquez was 26. Vazquez faced additional charges in Florida and Missouri relating to the alleged abuse with the little girl, by the way. So you guys remember that Felipe Vazquez was arrested in charge of sexual assault charges and unlawful contact with a minor, by the way. The girl's 13. And where Vazquez was sending like photos of himself nude, by the way, and and they sent this photo to the little girl. So clearly Vazquez is a piece of trash, is what he is. He really is, guys. So basically, if he's not convicted of these charges, he could be facing jail time the rest of his life. I'll tell you that right now. So honestly, that is all there is to it on that, everybody. And clearly, you think what's coming to him, I can tell you that. So basically, he was accused of sex with a 13-year-old girl in his Ford Mustang. This is back in Pennsylvania, by the way, as well. And he was 26 at the time. Now there were graphic photos and videos that were shown, and there were a series of text messages that he sent to this girl, to her again. Messages he was planning to have sex with her again. It's just ridiculous. Now texts were discovered by authorities, or by the victim's mother, by the way, and the victim's mother will notify the police. The images revert to unique and distinguishable tattoos of his body to Vazquez through public images on the internet. Now, prosecutors, they move forward the charges, by the way, against Vazquez: 10 counts of child pornography, unlawful contact with a minor, and corruption of minors. So basically, he was guilty on 2015 counts of sexual assault, sexual abuse of kids, child pornography, and corruption of minors. Now, the victim, the little girl, was in the courtroom with family members when the verdict was in. There was video of Vazquez returning to jail. And now there was a video of Vazquez returning to jail following his conviction, by the way. And he is indeed a convicted sex offender. So he's going to be facing prison time the rest of his life. And his sentence is going to begin at a later date, and it could be deported, and he could be facing deportation to Venezuela. So his tenure, his career is going to be over. Banned from he can face lifetime ban. He has been banned from baseball, I can tell you that. And he's going to be facing jail time the rest of his life, I can tell you that, though. So clearly it's a bad look for him. And he knows better than that. So it's just ridiculous. Absolutely just uncalled for it. It's disgusting. So that's all there's I got to say on that. Disgusting. Also, another news I also want to get into, by the way, that Symone Biles, she landed. Oh, so you say the Phillies won. Sixers might win. You think the Sixers are going to win this one? I'll tell you this. Sixers, they're in for a tall test. And it may be easy wins for, the Sixers, by the way, but they have a tall test ahead of them when they go on against the Wiz. Russell Westbrook, the triple-double king, he'll not disappoint. He does not disappoint. I'll tell you that right now. So he can't be stopped. So, yes, he's an absolute phenom, no doubt about that. But honestly, I think it's safe to say that he's going to pretty much show up and show out. That's what he's going to do. And, he's going to show up, everybody. So that's all I'm going to say to everybody. And that's all that you got to know. So he's the best yet there, everybody. And it's very surprising to say the very least. All I got to say on that, everybody. And, he'll pretty much do so on that, though. So that's all that you got to know. Another thing I want to get into, by the way, that, let's see. What we got right here. What we got? Also, another news that Velveteen Dream, guys, if you guys know that Velveteen Dream was released from WWE after, this all got a budget cuts, by the way, He was accused. Now Velveteen Dream was a former NXT North American champ, by the way. He was accused. He was involved in the car accident, by the way. But it was also accused of, and he was in some part of speaking movie. He was accused of making sexual contact with minors, by the way. He was accused of sexual misconduct by contacting minors. That's a big no-no right there. And Velveteen Dream should be released a whole lot sooner rather than later. It's just ridiculous. It's just uncalled for. So you could have had Velveteen Dream released from WWE prior to that Speak Out movement. WWE would have done that, but clearly this had to be made. So we all knew this is coming all along. And yes, it should have happened sooner though. But honestly, that's it for him. He's done. Velveteen Dream is a rotten piece of trash, which he is, by the way, because of the fact that he was accused of contacting underage girls, by the way, that were minors, by the way, as well. And clearly, that's a big no-no right there. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't arrested or charged. He wasn't even arrested or charged for that. I could tell you that for sure. But if he was, then that's that. So there's not been an arrest one out for Velveteen Dream, by the way. He hasn't been on NXT in recent months. I could tell you that. So he is done for. To release on that though, and he has been released by WWE for sure. I'll tell you that though. So that's all the news you got to know on that. And he's a piece of trash for having contact with minors, and that's a big no-no on that part. I can tell you that right now. So bad move right there. Bad move on that part. So Velveteen made a big mistake of his life, and that led to him being released. That's all the news you got to know on that. Other news that, by the way, that Skylar Story, Drake Wirtz, and Alexander Wolf, and then they've been released in WWE as well. So clearly, that's pretty much all I can say on that, everybody. And clearly, that's Ezra Judge. He's been released as well. So that's all there is. You got to know on that. Alexander Wolf, Jessamine Duke, Vanessa Bourne, Kavita Devi, Skylar Story, and Jake Clemens. They've all been released. Drake Wirtz, he was released. They were all been released from WWE as well. And EJ. So that is all there is. You got to know on that, everybody. So clearly, it's just not looking good there. I can tell you that. It's all about pay cuts or budget cuts, by the way. So this is uncalled for, and that's all there is. I got to know on that, everybody. So that's all there is. You got to know, everybody. Also, I want to shout this out to the Cosplay Queen, Leva Bates, Mr. T, Sarah Ramos, Havoc of Mob Deep, Leg Great, Biggie Smalls, or Notorious B.I.G., Leg Great Chris Benoit, Josh Allen, Brandy Maxiel, Olivia Olson, Kayla, It Signs, Haiti Baby, Kano, Lisa Edelstein, Josh Hamilton, Max B, Chauncey Hollis, Nicole Ramos, Lisette, Ashley, Berlault, Brianna Banks, Janine Wigard, Lexi Johnson, Andrew Miller, Mark Cavendish, Scott Savita, Emily Robbins, Anthony Mundine, Lauren Evarts, Roxy Solati, Natasha Jonas, and Natasha Jonas. Some of your birthday wishes, shouts, tweets, everybody. That's all you're going to do just for now, everybody. That's all there's you got to know. So let me know in the comment section about that. And that's all. Also, this, guys. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's going to be collabing with Ulala Idle Adventure mobile game, by the way, guys. From March mobile game from May 24th to June 22nd. So that's a big move right there. And honestly, that's all there's you gotta know. So once again, Son is gonna be collabing with Ulala Idle Venture It'll Venture mobile game, May 24th through the June 22nd. That's all there's you gotta know, everybody. That's you there, everybody. That's all there's you gotta know. So that's all I gotta say on that, everybody, and that's all there is. Playoffs are starting tomorrow and Sunday. That's all you can know on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will do right there for the Khalil Howard Sports World. Please be sure you always tune in, like, subscribe to the Khalil Howard Sports World YouTube channel and Facebook page by any. Sorry. Also, one other thing, guys. John Tavares was released from the hospital after he collided against the Montreal Canadiens, by the way, as well. So that's all I got to say on that, everybody. He's in good spirits now. Other news I want to get down to, by the way, that Hawks coach. Yeah, Hawks coach was fined 25. A Hawks coach by the name of Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan, by the way, his comments were out of context. And he was fined $25K. He was fined $25K for that, by the way, guys. He said this. He said this, right? But resulted in the fine. We're excited about the playoff against the Knicks. It's not a game for the NBA. Fortunately, my comments were taken out of context. My intentions were never to suggest any type of bias, and it relates to the NBA in our upcoming playoff game. This narrative does not in any way represent me and what I stand for as a coach of the Hawks. He was fined for saying that he told his team that the NBA wants the Knicks in the playoffs. And there's going to be a lot of calls that probably won't go our way in the first round series, which is Sunday. The Knicks plays Sunday against the Hawks, by the way. The Knicks are going to beat them down. He said this. Talk about that to the team, and a lot basically I've gone as far as saying the league wants this. They need this. New York. This is a big market for the NBA, and the Knicks have been out of the playoffs for the number of years. Now I'm still just saying that Nate's a veteran coach and he knows better. He's trying to inspire his team and to try to suggest the NBA would somehow prefer some teams over others. It's not the case. He knows that he's not. He's got a young team and wants to get them going. So clearly, Nate McMillan knows better. And come this Sunday, the Knicks will punish the Hawks badly. The Knicks are going to murder the Hawks so badly, ways no one can stop. The Knicks right now, they have been on a rampage since. Who's going to stop them? Nobody. Can the Hawks stop them? No, they won't. The Knicks going all those 4 games. I can tell you that. That's all I got to say on that. But I just want to clarify on that, everybody, on that note. So, yeah, that's all I got to say on that, everybody, on that note. And yeah, that's all I got to know. Also, I want to get some finals for the MVP, by the way, and all the MIPs as well. So here you got so the MVPs finalists were Nikola Jokic, Joker. You got the process Joel Embiid and stupid Steph Curry. And stupid Steph Curry should not be in the MVP category. That should be Orange Julius Randle. He's in the MVP category. Steph Curry is garbage. I can tell you that. Now, Defensive Player of the Year nominees were Rudy Gobert, Ben Simmons, and piece of trash Draymond Green. Rookie of the Year, Rooks of the Year, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton. Sixth Man of the Year, D Rose, Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles. MIP for most improved player goes to the Orange Julius Randle, Michael Porter Jr., and Jeremy Grant. Coach of the Year is Tibbs, Quinn Snyder, and Montu. Those are the nominees, finalists, guys. So keep that in mind, everybody. Keep that in mind. So that's all I got to say to everybody. Those are your nominees right there for Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and even MVP. There's gonna Orange Julius Randle should be in the MVP category. Not stupid Steph Curry. I mean, yeah, sure, Orange Julius Randle's in the MIP, most per play category, but he should be in the MVP category. That's where he should be. Yeah, that's where he should be at. So makes no sense there. So let me know in the comments about that. How you feel about that? Let me know. Let me know. I'll just sponsor that. That's all there is. You gotta know, everybody. And that's all I gotta say, everybody, on that note. So nothing more until than that. So I mean, Orange Julius Randle should be in the MVP category. That's what he should be at. So it should have been Process Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Orange Julius Randle. Super Steph Curry shouldn't even be on that list. He should not. I mean, sure, where's Ken LeBron James? Where's the Greek Freak? Where's 83? Why aren't they in MVP category? It makes no sense there. It makes zero sense. I mean, sure, Greek Freak may be a former MVP, so that's good. Like a two-time MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Why isn't he there? That makes zero sense. I don't get that. So let me know what your thoughts about the list are, the nominees for MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Year nominees, and the Coach of the Year nominees, MIP finalists, and even your thoughts about that. Let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely address sponsors, everybody. That's all this is gonna. All right, ladies, that will do it right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Please be sure you always tune, like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, your reactions, your thoughts, your responses on. It's gonna be on the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury trilogy fight, by the way, happening either July or August. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts about that are. I'll definitely just respond to that. Would you guys prefer to see the trilogy fight between Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury, or would you guys prefer to see the unification title bout that's supposed to be happening August 14th in Saudi Arabia between Anthony Joshua and Tyson against Tyson Fury? Let me know what your reaction thoughts. Let me know what your reaction thoughts about that are. I will definitely just sponsor that. That's all there is you got to know on that. Wait, that's on Felipe Vazquez, piece of trash baseball player. Charges, and he's sent to jail, by the way. So he's going to the web because we're waiting him. Let me know in the comments about that. That's all I got to say on that, everybody. And Felipe Vazquez is trash. I can tell you that. Also, we thought on WWE return to live events starting July 16th. Everybody, let me know in the comments about that are. And there's gonna be COVID vaccines in the way as well, and then they're still going the way as well. So your thoughts about that, everybody. I'll address sponsor that. Let's is safe. Also, guys, what are your thoughts on Matt and Ryan Bewley, the twins, by the way, who are the first high school juniors? They're going to be the first to join. Your thoughts on them joining the Overtime Elite League? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll definitely just sponsor everybody. So the news guy knowing that. Same thoughts about John Tavares as he was released in the hospital after colliding against the Montreal Canadiens, by the way, in a playoff game. Let me put that out. Just sponsor everybody. What is Symone Biles, by the way, nailing a Yurchenko double pine. Symone Biles. Symone Biles, she nailed a Yurchenko double pine, by the way, twice during a practice session, or excuse me, double pike during a practice session for the U.S. before the U.S. Classic. She nailed it during the U.S. Classic. Oh my. She's made a lot of noise though, but I'm telling you, she's definitely going to the Tokyo Olympics, by the way, as well. I'll tell you about that. She's absolutely phenomenal when she is former gold medalist, and she's going to be surprised a lot of people. I'll tell you about that. So your thoughts about that, everybody? Let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely just. What do you thoughts of Symone Biles? Now then, Yurchenko double pike, by the way, and twice. Everybody, let me know in the comments about that. I'll just sponsor that. That's all the news you got to know on that. Tell us to it. With us on Ezekiel Elliot being accused of having his dogs being escaping, by the way, and attacking neighbors and bystanders, by the way. You think it's going to be released from the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys are garbage. You know Ezekiel Elliott's garbage too as well. Let me know about that. So and Dak Prescott's trash as well. He did the same thing as well. He's garbage too. Also, he looks Albert Pujols nailing his 668th home run of his career, by the way, with the defending World Series champ, the Dodgers, by the way. Let me know about the company. I'll definitely just sponsor. You think he's going to retire as a Dodger, by the way? Let me know about that for sure. I'll definitely just sponsor that, everybody. That's all the news you got to know on that. You listen to the Wiz facing off against the Sixers, by the way. Who thinks going to have a higher advantage? It's going to be the Sixers or Russell Westbrook and the Wiz. Let me know in the comments about that. Playoffs are going to be starting tomorrow night and Sunday. So that's all the news you got to know on that, everybody. I'll definitely just sponsor that. That's all the news you got to know on that, everybody. Also, what are your thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog collabing with Ulala Idol Adventure mobile game, May 24th to June 22nd? So let me know questions about that. I'll just sponsor sure everybody. So you got to know on that. Your thoughts on the NXT talents being released, by the way. Even Velveteen Dream, he was released, even though he was accused of making content with minors, by the way. So that's all there's I got to say on there, everybody. That's all there's you got to know. Well, it's in the MVP category. You think Jules Randle should be in the MVP category? Let me know. But although he should, by the way, I'll tell you that about that. So let me know about that. I'll definitely address sponsors. That's all the news you got to know on that. I'll be back for one breaking news. And types of everything, so much to a whole lot more than Khalil sports, whatever, everything sports related, everything you got to know. So all I got to say, right, take care, everybody. You guys have good in